The Pope is not feeling so hot, and it's sparking worldwide concern today. He was seen coughing and blowing his nose during Ash Wednesday Mass and spoke in a hoarse voice. His illness hit as Italy becomes the epicenter in Europe of the coronavirus outbreak. Before exhibiting symptoms, the Pope sought to show his compassion, greeting the faithful, kissing children, and touching all these hands. Today, the Vatican said the Pope is resting and suffering only a slight indisposition. Coronavirus panic continues to grip the globe.
Japan said it will close all of its schools for a month.
U.S. airlines are now suspending flights and offering travel waivers for flights to Italy and South Korea.
Stock markets are in free fall.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average over the past 6 days could be on pace for its worst week since the great financial crisis back in 2008.
We spoke to Fox Business anchor Jackie DeAngelis.
The best thing to do in times like these when there's a crisis or pending crisis is not to look at your 401k, to just wait it out and see what happens, because those funds tend to recover when the market bounces back.
The crisis is sparking political bickering, with President Trump under fire for downplaying the threat.
The risk to the American people remains very low.
Presidential candidate Mike Bloomberg just released this ad.
Health experts warn the U.S. is underprepared.
Democrats and their media cronies have decided to weaponize fear.
Health officials say we should be prepared.
We can expect to see more cases in the United States.
So what can you do? The Department of Homeland Security recommends on its website having a 2-week supply of water and food. So we have a few cases of water in here and some different food items that won't go bad within a 2-week time frame. They also recommend having on hand something they call the coronavirus emergency kit. Now that includes things like vitamins, pain relievers, cold and flu medicine, stomach aids, and lots of drinks with electrolytes. Dr. Lewis Morledge says the symptoms of coronavirus are much like pneumonia.
If for some reason you become more fatigued, if your cough becomes deeper, if your fever has really been unrelenting, those are going to be reasons to seek out the next level of medical attention.
The outbreak is disrupting trade between the U.S. and China. One unexpected consequence, a shortage of wedding and prom dresses. 80% of all bridal gowns come from China. Reed Kimmel owns RK Bridal in New York.
Coronavirus has just brought on a 2-week delay at this point. Ordering your gown as soon as you can will definitely give you a little bit more confidence that your gown's going to be in time for your wedding.
The coronavirus is having a big impact on travel worldwide. It's estimated airlines could lose as much as $29 billion in revenue. Jim Murray is standing by with more on all the jitters over the coronavirus. Jim?
Diane, across the nation, steps are being taken to deal with the threat of the coronavirus. Here at LAX, the airport is being disinfected every hour. This after a flight attendant who flew international routes from LA to Asia and back again was diagnosed with the coronavirus.
And this is the handshake in the age of the coronavirus. We caught up with Dr. Oz in LA.
If you want a little elbow bump, that's okay. This is a little bit more obvious.
But this still has a risk, doesn't it?
It has a risk, but the fingers that touch your face, which is really how this gets communicated, isn't at risk if you fist bump. But I think the old-fashioned handshake, that may be a thing of the past. It's probably a good idea anyway.
You also ought to think about doing away with the regular kiss hello and go with an air kiss instead. We're also seeing masks everywhere. Inside Edition called 18 pharmacies in New York in search of a face mask. Only 2 said they had any in stock.
The demand for face masks is so great, there's growing concern about price gouging. The crazy thing is, if you're okay, you shouldn't wear a face mask. Only wear one if you're sick or if people around you are sick. And that is straight from the CDC.
Online, we found one company charging $5,000 for a pack of 50 face masks. That's a bargain compared to this offer. Can you believe $5,000 for 20? That's a markup of 50,000%. Experts agree washing your hands frequently is key. The CDC says the process should take at least 20 seconds, or about as long as singing happy birthday twice.
Do you bring wipes with you?
Wipes everywhere, and I use alcohol sanitizers on my hands everywhere.
The Today Show team demonstrated another tip, wiping your cell phone, which can be crawling with germs and bacteria.
The key here, wipe it down often. You want to use wipes that have alcohol